Well, Jordan Love has never not led his team to the playoffs as the starting quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. And after blanking the New Orleans Saints and clinching a trip to the postseason, let's hear what the Packers quarterback had to say Monday night.
It seemed like in the first half, especially, you were really bent on just not having any bad plays, throwaways, checkdowns, stuff like that. Am I reading that right? And is that all part of what you learned leading up to the bye and what you've taken, since then?
Yeah, I mean that's every play, every game. Trying to be smart and decisive with the ball and just find those completions out there. But I think that's every play. I'm trying to do that.
What's it mean to get to the playoffs? I'm sure it's been the expectation all along. You probably got this. What's the mood like?
No, it's big time. That's something that obviously the goal is Super Bowl. So that's the first step right there, is making the playoffs. Obviously, this was a big time game to clinch that spot, and proud of the way we came out here and handled business. And yeah, so it's big time.
You scored 35 games in a row. Do you like the way the offense is trending with these last couple games coming up and then the playoffs beyond that?
Definitely. I think anytime you can put up that many points is a good way to, go out on offense. But I still think there's a lot more points out there for us, a lot more big time plays, and still just some stuff that we're not hitting on. But I think, there's a lot more out there, like I said. No, it's a good group all around. I think everyone had a touchdown in that group tonight, so I think that's always fun whenever all those guys can get touchdowns and get those opportunities, get some touches. But obviously, I mean, Josh is the main guy in that group, and then to have Emmanuel and Chris be able to come in and they had some big-time runs tonight, too, breaking tackles and just those second-effort plays, which goes unnoticed. But, yeah, I mean, it's a really good group that we're going to need to lean on.
Josh allowing you a little on that stiff arm and breaking some tackles and finishing some of the runs? You guys still kind of look at each other and go,
oh, yeah. No, I mean, that run you talked about with the stiff arm was pretty unbelievable. I was just watching from the back, and like you said, he wows me every time he's on the field, and the plays he makes, and just be able to break tackles, make guys miss, and he might turn a kind of a broken play into a big time play like that. And I thought he was going to score on that play. I think he was mad at himself that he didn't, but no, that was a great play by him.
You got that. But what's the vibe like in the huddle when you see something like that? Like he was telling us on Thursday that sometimes he likes just to run into defenders just to kind of get guys jazzed up.
He does what? Sorry?
He runs into guys on purpose early in the game rather than trying to juke them or avoid them. He tries to just ball through just to kind of get the motors going.
Yeah, no, he definitely is the workhorse for us, and he definitely brings that juice with the way he runs the ball. So I think he can keep doing that. I'm excited about that. But yeah, I mean, like I said before, he can do it all. He can make guys miss, run guys over, stiff arm guys. So I haven't seen anything he can't do yet.
The way this defense has performed, what kind of confidence does that give y'all just heading into the postseason?
A lot of confidence. I think we've noticed all along that the defense is a lot different this year, and they've been making some big time plays all year long. But anytime you can hold somebody 0 points in the National Football League is pretty awesome. So like offense, I mean, I think they're trending in the right direction and making a lot of big time plays, and we're going to need a lot more of that next week.
How would you describe how your offensive line?
We're playing good. I mean, anytime you can run the ball the way we're running the ball, it obviously is a testament to the O-line. And then in the past game, another game, no sacks. So they're playing really well as a unit, and they're going out there and handling business. There's a lot that's put on their plate with protections and different things that we do. So and they're doing a great job. So we're going to need.
Now let's hear from the head coach, Matt LaFleur.
Of Zane Anderson, a guy like him to step in his first start, he gets a pick, and really on short notice with having going down, I think it was on Saturday's practice. So really cool to be able to give Mark Murphy a game ball on his night. It just got a lot of respect for Mark and how he leads this organization and how he treats people. I think he does it the right way. He's first class all the way, and obviously I'm forever grateful to him for giving me this opportunity to stand in front of you all. So, but you know, it wasn't a perfect game, but it never is. So that's always fun for us as coaches to be able to get after these guys a little bit and on the things that we can clean up. And we got a big test next week to go on the road on a short week with the holiday. Is never easy, especially going into Minnesota. That's one of the tougher places to play against a team that's playing as good as anybody in the National Football League. So we got to flip the script here really quickly and get on to the Vikings.
How much can you get out on what the short turnaround is? Do you spend a lot of time on this game, or are you fast forwarding right away to Minnesota?
No, you move pretty quickly, and our guys over the last 2 days, our assistant coaches have definitely been getting ahead just in that downtime. You know, basically after our walkthrough yesterday, and then you have all day today to study the tape, just so that you can kind of hit the ground running tomorrow morning.
I know you guys have bigger goals, but making the playoffs is never easy, and you've got it. Do you think this team, I know you got some weeks left to go before you get there, but is this team trending in the right direction?
Yeah, I would say so. And what's really cool is you're getting contributions from a lot of different people. So I think that is usually the mark of a good team. You know, you got to stay healthy and continue to build on what you've done. And you know, but I love the energy of our group. Our guys show up ready to work, willing to work every day, and we got to continue to push one another to be at our best, because this is the time when you need to be playing your best ball.
It seemed like in the first half especially, Love was really conscious of taking care of the ball, checkdowns, threw the ball away a few times. What's that telling you about him? What do you think of that?
Yeah, he did a great job. I think, I think it was on our second drive. It was like a 20-play drive or something like that. On one of the plays in particular, we didn't block anybody up front, and just his ability to get and hit a check down, I think, is just things that it keeps you on schedule, and that gives you a chance to just stay ahead of the sticks. And it's simple, it's little plays like that that make a big difference, and I think he's playing it at an elite level right now.
The Saints are so banged up. I think it might have been tempting to kind of not overlook them, but just to not come out sharp. What does it say for this team that you're able to come out the way y'all did?
Yeah, I mean, we did what we needed to do, and certainly they were definitely shorthanded on the offensive side of the ball. Obviously, when you don't have a lot of your star players available, that makes it difficult. But I think if you look at how they've been playing defensively, especially over the last 5 weeks, that's a stingy group, and they're tough to go against. So I thought we came out of the gates the way we needed to, and you know, we weren't getting a ton of explosive plays. They make you earn it. They can challenge you. I thought they did a good job of playing off of some tendencies they may have had on tape. You know, Joe Woods, I got a lot of respect for him. I think he's one of the better coaches in this league, and he was keeping us off balance quite a bit.
You've scored 30 in a row, 5 games, or you've scored 35 games in a row now. What do you like about what you're doing on offense, and what's that next step that you got to take, you think?
Just score every time you possess the ball. Score touchdowns. So, I mean, there was a lot of good things. There was certainly some things that were frustrating in the second half. Obviously, I didn't love how we, you know, that pseudo 2-minute drive at the end of the first half. Didn't capitalize on that, and had a 3-and-out and had a punt. And then there were a couple missed stops, I think, in the second half. I thought they did a good job of getting to Jordan when we decided to throw the ball. And like I said, they played a little bit more man coverage in the second half. It made it a little bit more difficult just to get a lot, you know, explosive plays. But ultimately, you know, it just was one of those where you felt pretty comfortable with the lead, and you weren't going to get too crazy, and just kind of we did what we had to do running the football.
A comfortable lead is one way to put it. The Packers blanking the Saints 34-0, the first shutout of the season in the National Football League as Green Bay clinches a playoff spot. But now we take a look at the remaining schedules because, yes, they are in, but the seeding still up for grabs. Lions have the Niners and the Vikings remaining. The Vikings have the Packers and the Lions, and of course the Packers at Vikings and the Bears to close out the season.